Imagine launching a massive deadly poison gas attack only to watch the dead enemy soldiers violently charge straight back at you. During the incredibly muddy and brutally destructive early years of the First World War, a heavily outnumbered group of exhausted Russian infantry soldiers successfully defended a massive heavy stone fortress against a seemingly impossible military attack. The heavily armed and massive German army had completely surrounded the highly strategic military fort and absolutely refused to slowly starve the stubborn defenders inside the totally freezing dark stone walls over a terribly long winter. Siege. Instead, the frustrated and highly aggressive German military commander simply decided to completely destroy the entire massive fortress by rapidly launching hundreds of highly toxic and incredibly deadly chlorine gas artillery shells directly into the deeply freezing stone courtyard. Since the completely isolated and highly desperate Russian defenders totally lacked any proper modern military protective gas masks, they completely believed the highly toxic heavy yellow chemical cloud would instantly and totally eradicate every single living human breathing inside the massive defensive complex. The terrified and heavily bleeding soldiers desperately tied soaking wet bloody rags completely around their badly burned faces while violently coughing up massive terrifying chunks of their own violently dissolving lung tissue onto the piece. Totally freezing dark stone floor. Absolutely confident that every single stubborn enemy soldier was already completely dead. The heavily armed German infantry battalions slowly and calmly marched straight toward the heavily damaged massive stone fortress, expecting zero military resistance whatsoever. But as the incredibly thick and deadly toxic yellow smoke finally slowly started to totally clear away, the completely terrified German troops witnessed an absolutely horrifying and totally impossible bloody nightmare slowly stumbling directly toward them through the dark freezing fog. Dozens of heavily poisoned and brutally disfigured Russian soldiers, literally covered in their own dark freezing blood, angrily charged completely straight into the heavily armed enemy lines, violently firing their heavy metal rifles and sharply swinging their dirty, rusted bayonets. The completely shocked and totally horrified German infantry forces literally thought they were being aggressively attacked by actual angry, rotting zombies completely returning from the dark military afterlife just to seek their violent and bloody revenge. The massively overwhelming, terrifying psychological shock caused the huge invading enemy army to totally completely panic and violently trample their own heavy troops while blindly running away. Like and subscribe for more scary historical war facts.